Hey everyone, so this is my review of Gotham, Season 3, Episode 9, called The Executioner. And basically what this episode is about is that Gordon and Bullock become suspicious of Barnes once they start to find out some more of the clues about the murder that took place at Lee and Mario's engagement party. And while that's going on, Nigma sort of goes to Penguin when he starts to fear the worst when he doesn't hear from Isabella. And while that's going on, Bruce and Selena are sort of pulled into a bunch of trouble that's going on with Ivy once she reveals her new identity to them. And this was a really great episode that managed to wrap up a lot of the stuff that happened in the last episode, as well as introducing some new sort of plot points that will happen in the episodes to come. And I loved all the scenes with Gordon sort of trying to sneak around Barnes to try and find out what the truth is and figure out what's really going on with Barnes and all this stuff. And then all the moments with when sort of Barnes eventually found out that Gordon sort of kind of discovered him was a little weird because of the fact of how Barnes seemed to switch so easily from just being suspicious about Gordon possibly knowing the truth to fully wanting to kill Gordon. That whole switch happened way too quickly in my opinion, but still it was kind of fun to see. And the number of murders that Barnes did is a little weird to me that it wasn't talked about more and having maybe more of an aim towards Barnes with all the GCPD, because he killed a lot of people and it just wasn't talked about all that much with all these dead bodies that kept showing up all over Gotham. But maybe that easily could be just because of runtime and stuff like that they didn't care to talk about it. But still, it felt weird that he killed all these people and it wasn't ever brought up. And the final fight scenes between Gordon and Barnes were really great and well organized. And I especially love it for the fact that Bullock couldn't go to the GCPD saying that Barnes was infected with Alice Titch's blood. He had to go and get Lee to say it because they would believe Lee but not him. I found that kind of funny and I actually kind of enjoyed it, and seeing Lee sort of get mixed into this mess even though she doesn't really want to be there. And then all the moments with Ivy were really great for the fact of being able to see more of her. And I kind of really like the fact that she doesn't have her comic book powers, but instead she's using her intelligence and knowledge of plants to sort of give her powers without actually having superpowers, and I kind of like that and find it very interesting. And it's not quite superpowers, but still I find it more being what her character should be and not with all these superpowers. But maybe as we go along she'll still get her superpowers eventually. But still, what they have now with her just using her basic knowledge to give her power, I really like it. And then the key that Bruce, Selena, and Ivy eventually find, I'm very curious to know what that's all about because I really don't know about it. As well as the group that's trying to track them down. I'm really not quite sure who they are. They look familiar, but I'm not really sure who they are. And then all the scenes with Nigma in this episode were a little boring, but I did enjoy him going through this whole investigation sort of thing and using his knowledge to sort of figure out that some things don't quite add up to what the GCPD is putting out there for what happened to Isabella. And that I really like, especially the scene where he is at the sort of train track and he's going through all these things that just don't add up. And eventually he does somewhat come to the right conclusion, but he's off by a bit. And just overall, this was a really fun episode that had some parts to it that I really enjoyed. So yeah, that's my review of Gotham, Season 3, Episode 9, called The Executioner. So yeah, bye!